Hey guys, welcome to the stream. Views from the Vault, episode 182. Starts in a couple minutes. Ariel, Jason, Leon, and Pierre. Drop a like on the video. Let us know you're here in the comments. And for now, enjoy this beat by the BP Mercenaries.
I'm gonna beat my desk if the fucking Celtics lose.
At least they didn't lose to the Pistons last night. That was too close.
They came back.
Yeah, they beat the Pistons yesterday, but today the Raptors they're up now on the Celtics with a little bit of time left. But no Porzingis, no Tatum, no Horford.
Our Super
Brown
Bowl's
back
tomorrow.
Brown's playing today.
Our Super Bowl's tomorrow, though. We go play Pistons tomorrow, so we can't use up all our energy tonight.
Dude, that's a crazy losing streak, man.
That's ridiculous.
And they're not that bad.
No, they're competitive. They're competitive.
You want to know the craziest stat is?
I want to hear what Snap said first, Leon. What'd you say?
They're a very competitive team.
Yeah.
A lot of teams struggle against them. It's just they can't get over that hump on the fourth quarter.
And Cunningham is good, man. That's a good player.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And Leon, what were you saying? Sorry.
The Arizona Diamondbacks have a victory more recent than they do.
Oh, Jesus.
They've won more recently than the Pistons.
Crazy.
I think they said they only have like 4 wins in this calendar year or something. 4 or 5 wins in the calendar year. It's insane.
They just can't play in the second half for whatever reason.
It's the third quarter for the Celtics. They're one of the worst third quarter teams in basketball.
The Celtics?
Yeah.
Last night they weren't.
No, last night was an aberration, but
They couldn't be. They had to make it up, right?
Mhm.
But the Pistons have like all like the first round busts now, even of other teams.
yeah.
Marvin Bagley, James Wiseman, like just random guys that were drafted really high.
The land of misfit toys. They didn't make it in the other team, right? The high draft. Like Wiseman was a number 2 pick, wasn't he?
Yep. Yeah. Bagley was a number 3 pick.
It's bad, man. Jason's not wearing a black nasty. He's got a flat batter, man.
I'm not afraid to wear black nasty, but this one is not. I don't know why you would think it is. Maybe my chair.
No, I think because when you're turning around, maybe it's dark. I don't know. These guys must have you zoomed in. They must want to see exactly what you're wearing today.
I know I'm big sexy, but you don't need to zoom in just on me.
Mm-hmm. And just so everyone's aware, Snap may be popping in and out because he's got the sniffles. So I want to make sure that he has the opportunity to step off every now and then if he's not feeling well. And we're going to have a good show tonight. There'll be no drama tonight, so don't worry. If we see anything, we'll just delete it. No drama zone for the next hour and a half or so. All right, you ready to hit that countdown, Leon?
Mm-hmm.
It's the views from the vault, live and direct, and it slaps the finest of fitteds, a community built on caps. Sponsored in part by the best in the business. No suggestions of fitteds, of classics and vintage. New era sickness, fire in the mix, it's ridiculous. It ain't no secret to the dopeness. If you not focused, you left hopeless. Speaking of science of drops and what's tops. Pierre, Leon, Jason from the vault, bringing you nothing but hot. Best of the best, exclusives and clean vision. It's a distinct mission in the embroidered thread of a system to bring you nothing but the real. Just link and get with it. All keepers, no sleepers, no weepers. You know what it is. BP merch work the sequence first, bringing the work with the fits. It's the moment you've been waiting for. It's dubs and somersaults. Welcome to a whole nother level of fitted. This views from the vault.
Hey guys, welcome to the Vault. We're back with some more exclusive content. Views from the Vault this week in Caps. Episode 182 goes right now. Usual suspects in the house today: Ariel, Jason, Leon, and Pierre. Hope you guys enjoy this episode. Pierre, take it away.
Listen, it should be a good show. We'll start off by showing what we're wearing today. You guys ready?
Mm-hmm.
I know everyone's already zooming in on Jason's hat, so let's get started.
Start with Jason, I guess.
Sure. So this is a Des Moines Prohibitionist.
Ooh.
from Toppers USA. A little
That-
metallic red and copper in there.
It's crazy you're wearing that today. You know why?
What
I
is
was
that?
on a call with Pat today, and we're going through all of the hats we released. I don't know if anyone realizes we released probably 800 plus hats already. Isn't that crazy? 800 styles. And that one right there is one of the ones that we haven't released yet. So that's going to be coming out in a couple of weeks. That one, and there was another one, the Iowa Cubs, for some reason never got released. So that's going to have a release pretty soon. Remember the camouflage? There was a camo Iowa Cubs.
Right.
We're not going to do them together. That's too much Iowa in one drop. But there's
there's never enough Iowa in one drop.
Yeah. All right. So that's Jason's hat. Now let's move on to Snap.
Yeah, I got this cool looking little Yankee hat that I got from somewhere. Yeah, Yankees, gray bottom, nice little colorway. It's pretty cool.
Okay. How about you, Leon? What are you wearing?
I'm rocking a hat that was cooked up by Brim Hunters. So shout out to Robert. This is his Hat God 5, week 1. No sleep till Houston.
No sleep till here. That's a good looking hat too. All right. And I'm wearing a soon to be released two-tone Fayetteville Woodpeckers. So this one has that woodpecker on the front with that that copper outline, and you got woodpeckers across the side. It's got a gray under. Smooth little cap that'll be dropping soon at Topperzstore USA.
It's a nice pecker.
Weird. I'm gonna vote for Jason's hat tonight, I guess. All right.
I should vote. I haven't voted in a while. I always forget to bring up YouTube over here.
It's a plain Jane. I think the hat you're wearing is pretty nice. All right.
All right.
Oh. Sorry. I'm too busy watching the Celtics potentially lose. So this is what's happening tonight. So this is what's gonna be dropping during the stream tonight. This is the Sugarland Space Cowboys 2.0. So you've got that black satin visor, you've got the purple crown. Look at that metallic pewter in there. You got the purple. This thing just looks outstanding. This will be dropping during the stream tonight. This is the 2.0. So stay tuned. Probably somewhere between 10:15 and 10:20, but I'm in customary fashion going to warn you guys first. So without further ado, let's get started with the show, guys. All right. I haven't seen this store in a while. Jason, it's usually always a For You Cap start to the show.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be a slow week, so I dug deep in the well and pulled out some oldies and goodies. But the fourth quarter, they've been consistently dropping a few hats every week, and I just haven't been including them, but that's going to change from here on out.
So what was did For You Caps not have a release this week?
They did not. No, there's going to be a lot of stores we don't see this week that we normally do.
That's crazy. I can't remember the last time we didn't start with For You Caps.
I know it's been a while.
It's been a while. All right. So what are your thoughts here, Leon, as you're watching? I see you trying to watch the Toronto game. So why don't you let me watch for a minute and you tell us what you think here.
Solid hats, team colors for the most parts, right? So we got the old school Raiders logo in the top left. I think that one's cool if you don't have it. Some plain Janes in the mix too, and then everyone loves the good Niners hat. They kind of separated. They're separated by the camouflaged realtree Raiders. But
that thing is not a good looking hat though.
Yeah, is it the pewter that they use to throw it off? But
that's the cord,
and the patch is rough. Yeah. I like the two NFLs at the top corners, and then the Trojan Man is pretty cool too.
You would like the Trojan Man.
Snap, what's your favorite NFL logo, Snap?
Favorite NFL. I'm running through all the teams in my mind right now. Buffalo Bills.
This 49ers saloon logo or saloon script is my favorite for some reason.
Yeah, it's right up there.
Being a Patriots fan, it's hard for me to. I'm just not going to pick I don't like the Patriots logos as much. I actually prefer the Raiders and the 49ers logos over the Patriots, believe it or not. But yeah, all right. Nice little showing from fourth quarter. Jason, thank you for including them. And let's move on to 606 rims. All right. Jason, why don't you tell me what you think about these 6 caps?
Anything with the architectural diagram of the stadium can go right in the incinerator, as Snap would say. That I don't know. I want to like that Boston, but I just don't know if that script goes with that side patch. It's like the size mismatch or something. I don't know.
It feels like, doesn't it feel like the scripts on this page are low? Like this Boston and Chicago, it feels really low.
Yeah, it could be the angle they take the photos at too, but
yeah,
they do feel low.
It's almost like taking a selfie from high up, right?
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not feeling a lot on this page.
Okay.
The socks with the side baddie could be good. I think they use metallic red on the front, and it's coming out kind of pinkish.
You know why? China.
No.
Any metallic red, right, that comes out of China looks more pink.
They must leave it outside the factory in the sun.
Guys, I want to let y'all know something.
Yeah.
This slide doesn't do these hats justice. There's a guy named Tommy Lee is working who made these hats for 606. That Chicago, I know you guys don't like the Wrigley Field, but that Chicago is amazing and it's dedicated. It has a hook to it, a basketball hook to it. The Boston is really, really nice. The Guardians is dope. 606 is not known for their best product photos on their website, but when their people do their little promo shoots, they look great, man.
Why not put that shit on the website where you're actually selling the hat?
Yeah, I know, but that's one thing. That's a New Year's resolution that these stores need to have. Is let's use the pictures from our people that we're collabing with, because obviously we don't promote it right.
I mean, they do all these photo shoots for social media and all this shit. Just snap a photo for the website right when you're doing all that social media stuff.
For me, like when I look at the hats, like for me, I do like the Boston. I see a lot of people like the Guardians. I don't particularly like the Guardians. I do like the
purple.
There's something about it I don't like, but I do like the Boston. I like the White Sox side batter, man. That's why I'm afraid of using metallic red, guys. I'm telling you, I'll use metallic red like for outlines and stuff because it's less noticeable. But if it's a huge chunk and it comes from China, it looks pink. It's a risk I'm not willing to take. Yeah. Unless I'm sure, and there's no way to know. It's almost like, I remember my girlfriend and I were talking about having another kid. I said, yeah, if you can guarantee it's a boy. And she's like, I can't. I said, the same thing with the metallic red thread. I'm not gonna. There's no guarantees in this life. I'm not doing it. But I don't think these hats are bad. I like the Boston. I like the White Sox.
Go to it, Leon. Go to the page, Leon.
No, don't go to the fucking page. If they want to see better pictures of the fucking hat, put them on the goddamn website.
Well, who was it? What we can do is that we can at least offer this. So in the comments, right, Leon? Why don't we write down the page? Is it Tommy Lee is working? Is that
Tommy Lee is working? Yes.
Yeah, put it in there. Let people go kind of explore on their own, and make their decisions. And I know I do see some folks in here that are saying that they have some of the hats and whatnot, and they like the hats. So we can just do it that way. Sound good?
Yeah. Tommy's always in that like goblin mask. So I think that's the hook for the Guardians, like the green goblin. So that's pretty cool. I don't know how he does interviews, and he'll spend like 4 hours in that freaking mask.
Jason is a DC guy though, so you gotta break it down for Jason. The Green Goblin, you gotta break it down for Jason.
No, I collected Spider-Man.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
So did you like Green Goblin better or Hobgoblin better?
Who the fuck is Hobgoblin?
It was two different guys.
The orange one, yeah.
He used to have like little pumpkin.
Green Goblin.
I actually like the Hobgoblin guy.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I never understood why they had two of this almost the same character on this show.
Well, I mean, they're distinctly different. Okay, Snap.
Well, no, they do the same things.
They do. They kind of do. You're right. You're right. Let's move on.
It's like Iron Man and War Machine. Goblin version, right?
Yes, I guess.
No, but Iron Man made the suit for his buddy who went paralyzed or something, like hurt his back or something, right?
I don't remember.
I don't know until the next movie comes out. Then the origin story will completely change. So
Right, but that is legit part of it. Like there's so many different origin stories that get reinvented. But all right, so let's move on to 95 North. So my standout from this 95 North drop, I actually, while I can't stand stadium patches, that Bronx Bomber looks like a good Christmas hat to me. That's just my opinion.
It's one of my. I think it's Yankee of the Year just because of. I love red
because it came out this week.
White outline that glows in the dark, gold metallic.
There's no way I'm saying that's Yankees of the Year, but I'm gonna say I think it's a solid ass hat.
The metallic gold on the, and he made the New Era flag metallic tonal, which is pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
That's a nice touch. That's a nice touch.
And then when he did the commercial, he used the right song, and the song put me over the top to making it hat of the year. They used that, that if it wasn't for the Bronx, this rap shit would never be going on. So tell me where you from, Uptown, baby. That song, and looking at the hat, said,
Snap, I'm asking you a question. Is that Peter Guns and Lord Tariq?
Yeah, Peter Guns and Lord Tariq.
Good song. Good song. It still doesn't make me think the hat's hat of the year, Yankee hat of the year, but I do like the hat a lot.
You put the right song in the right things, I'll call it hat or whatever you want me to call it.
Well, then you might want to grab like a one of those boom boxes and carry it around your shoulder while the song is playing while you're wearing the hat, so everyone understands. But no, I do like the hat a lot. I'm not going to go to that degree and say that's Yankee hat of the year.
The Experts hat, they call it the double M hat, metallic mafia, because the M in the front logo, and then there's an M on the side patch.
Okay.
And then the Astros, they call it, I think they call that one the rugby. I'm not sure.
It looks like a rugby from the 90s.
Yeah, polo hook, sure.
Definitely, I can see that.
Three great hats for 95 North.
Polo love their navy blue and green. That's for sure.
Yeah. All right. You guys ready to move on to All the Right out in Queens? All the Right dropped these 5 hats. Leon, you want to take us through these?
Yeah. I gotta put my magnifying glass on. My glasses need a new prescription. It looks like we got 3 chrome hats, 2 script hats.
What the fuck? That's all you can see?
These are Rushmore pack from All the Right.
On a MacBook Pro.
This is a Rushmore pack? No.
He's watching it on an iPad mini or iPod.
Are these
mini.
Rushmore hats?
No, these are not Rushmores, are they?
Yes.
Yeah, I think they are.
No.
The toy ones, right? The toy ones?
Yes.
Yeah.
All 5 hats are Rushmores? Wait a minute.
Yeah, they took pictures on a Christmas tree or something, if I remember right.
Yeah. And then All the Right.
That's one ad you must have missed, Snap.
Yeah. All the Right dropped these, accidentally dropped these at like 10 in the morning.
Oh, shit. But Jason, if Peter Guns and Lord Tariq were doing a Christmas song with the Christmas tree picture in the background, they would have, Snap would be all over these.
If they would have had Rum DMC, it's Christmas time in Hollis, Queens.
As I was saying, they sat, and then people actually bought them. They canceled all of those orders to drop them at their posted time, and the bots ate them up in like 10 seconds.
Holy,
it was ridiculous. Yeah, they had to have been.
Listen, I love the guys over at All the Right. I love that place. Yeah. I've always like really spoke highly of them, but that's a fucked up sort of strategy. These
were available for like 15 minutes in the morning.
You should, anybody who got a hold of those, you should be like, all right, you got it, you can have it.
Right,
just honor it.
So they canceled all their orders.
They canceled them all, and then they put them up at their previously announced drop time, and they sold out instantly.
That's fucked up, man.
Yeah.
Well, either way, which one's your favorite? I kind of like that San Francisco in the lower left for some reason. I don't know. I like that colorway.
I do like that colorway. I don't like that patch.
Yeah, you know what they should have done? The 1984. Also, I love
or
that.
even used the other one from the other hat or something. I don't like that Battle of the Bay patch. But I like that colorway a lot. It's really nice. That blue around that copper. I don't know.
They invoiced the canceled orders though.
They did? Okay, good.
All right, that's cool.
Good.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. All right, cool. Well, nice little drop from all the right. Let's move on to August. Another store that's made their hat debut on our channel, about a year ago. And luckily it wasn't these two hats.
God, that Orioles is one of the worst hats.
that Orioles is pretty disgusting.
Orioles doesn't make sense. They left everything except the Batterman, like normal, and then the Batterman got the little.
The only reason why the Mets is passable is because it's sitting next to that Orioles. These are These are not good hats, man.
That bird got dipped in mustard and ketchup.
if Poppy Capsule says, "Oh no," when he sees a Mets hat, you know it's fucking bad.
Yeah.
Because he loves his Mets hats, but if that one's an "oh no," you know it's bad. All right, let's move on to Big City, and it looks like the Celtics might pull this out.
Dennis Schroeder blew the free throws.
Yeah, well, he should put that streak back in his hair.
He's still in the league.
What the fuck? Unfortunately, he's our starting point guard. Well, not today, but
they benched him.
Yeah. Hey guys, what city is that store August located in?
It's in
Milwaukee.
Oh, okay.
Listen, August doesn't stink. They're not too bad, man. They've done some good stuff. They have.
Oh, those hats were not their best representation.
So Big City had these two hats dropping. They're online now, right, Jason?
They are. Yep.
What are you guys thinking of these? I kind of like the one on the right.
I like both of them, but the one on the right definitely stands out more.
Yeah.
Pretty cool hats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Metallic blue and copper go together really well.
All right. Well, nice job. Did Gate Crash have anything to do with these?
I don't think so.
Good looking hats.
He may have. Who knows? As far as I know, he designs every hat Big City does. We'll just put that up there.
Oh, really?
All right.
Yeah.
Congratulations on the promotion.
What the hell is that mean?
No, I mean we just in that. We
just promoted Gatecrasher tonight, the lead designer at Big City.
Lead designer.
All right. Well, congrats. Let's move on to Hbirdin's out in Chicago. This was their pop-up in New York, though, right?
Yeah, but I think they brought it back to Chicago. So they did it 1 week as a pop-up, and then they dropped it for the locals and online.
I purchased the Arizona hat and the Atlanta Braves hat. Really nice.
Did you get it from Chicago, or did you have someone help you at the pop-up?
Oh no, I'm Jerry.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
I just never seen that Atlanta done like that before, and I thought the colors, the way the outline and the white A and it glows in the dark, I was like, you know what, this looks pretty cool, man, for an Atlanta hat.
You must not have seen an Atlanta hat before, then.
No. Well, it's just the metallic stitching in the glow gives me like a different.
Gotcha.
And then it's for takeoff, and then the King Von hat, pretty cool. All of these hats glow in the dark, by the way, I believe.
King Von was from Chicago, right? I didn't even know who he was until people told me, but he's Chicago.
I've heard the name before.
No, because we've gone through this on the show before, Jason.
Yeah.
So if you've heard of any rapper outside of like Ja Rule or 50 Cent, we know that you are here, most likely.
There aren't any rappers outside those two.
Yeah, you heard it here. And Leon, I know you're on a tape delay with the game. The Celtics are about
it's over.
They're about to end it. Yeah.
Hold
on. Drew Holiday missed a three. Missed a free throw. Now they won. Okay. Game over.
All right.
The only hat that I didn't really enjoy was the Cubs hat.
Yeah, I don't like that Arizona logo.
The upside down one?
Yeah.
All right, I closed the game now.
Matt Jones, you don't have to worry about me saying anything bad about King Von because I have no idea who he is.
Well, King Von has since passed away, I believe.
Yeah.
All right, let's move to Cap USA Harlem. I gotta give them credit. They don't they're not like wowing you every week, but they're certainly not missing all the time. They do solid stuff.
The hit rate's not bad.
Yeah, I mean that Phillies in the lower right, I like it a lot.
The Phillies is cool. I actually like that sparkling grape Yankees. I don't know, something about
There's
it.
nothing wrong with that hat either. You're right. That's
No.
not a bad hat at all.
How you guys feel about the Guardians with the 9-7 patch?
I don't like it.
No, I don't like that.
Guardians didn't even exist in '97.
Yeah. Aesthetically, it doesn't look bad, but like the baseball nerd in me is like, why?
Nah, I can't do that. I can't do that. If
How
I
about the
can't do a
Grinch?
mismatched patch, I can't do that. Come on.
Yeah. What about the Grinch? The Grinch bison.
Mm-mm.
You know?
For a Christmas hat, it's not bad, but it's not something I would ever buy or wear.
One thing about Cap USA is they might not be the favorite amongst the community, but celebrities love this
Oh,
store.
come on, man. It's just because this community is not as big as people think it is. Like, that is a staple in that neighborhood, man. It is
Right.
like there is
It's the only-
you'll never walk in there and there not be a customer.
Right.
It's been there since the 90s.
Well, it was up the street
Yeah.
earlier, but yes, it's been on
But I
that
mean, like
road.
the store. Like
Isn't
the
it
store,
the only
yeah.
shop in Harlem that sells hats?
You know what it is about New York, Jason, is like there's all these little places that sell them too, like these stores
Okay.
that have all kinds of like streetwear and stuff. They'll have like a little like, holy shit, they put
Those are
time
most-
back on the clock. Game's not over.
Mostly
Leon.
like on fields and shit, though, right? Or-
No, you do have some that do some customs too, but they're like it's very limited. And I think there's so many of them though. When I walked through the Bronx once with my rep, we went into all these. Were you there for that trip, Jason? I don't know if you were there.
Mhm.
Yeah, remember we were walking the Nests and all these places. It was wild, man. This stuff is everywhere.
Yeah.
You know, it was wild. But yeah, so nice job, Cap USA Harlem. Let's move on to Capanova, everybody.
These are restocks, right? Have they done these before?
I don't
know. They
think-
called them the last trees on their.
I think they're
on
saying this is the
post.
last time we're doing Realtree for a while, right?
Yeah.
Makes sense. I like that
I
twin
really
one.
like that twins. Yeah.
Yeah.
I really like that twins.
I preferred the LA.
Really
Mm-hmm.
interesting.
Now they officially.
I just like I like the twins. I don't know. As I'm born in '85, so like that's my year, the All-Star game year. So, and then the white black looks real cool to me off the Realtree.
Yeah.
You know what it is with me? There's something about white on Realtree I do not like. I don't know what it is, man. I don't like it.
So take away the Yankee part of it, like that Yankee one. You don't like it?
I don't like the outline on the Yankee logo.
The outline's a weird choice,
Yeah.
but okay, interesting. Would you make it like a seashore color, Pierre? Like off white
A
better,
seashell?
or just seashell? Sorry, or you just white in general. On
I mean, white pops off at the best. White's the easiest to see.
Mhm.
But I like metallic green, metallic copper, stuff like that coming off the Realtree.
I like the way they colored that 85 All-Star game patch on
I
that
do.
twin.
Yeah.
I do, but think about this, right? What if you did like on the front, you did like that C and that same metallic green they used on the side, and then did the T in like an off-white.
Mm-hmm.
Or the T and copper.
Yeah, something like that. I don't know, man. I don't like white on the Realtree.
I do like the black C though. I do like that.
Yeah.
You could get away with leaving the black C and doing the T in metallic green too. It would look good.
Yeah.
There's enough of a color difference to do it.
There's such a variable though. Like look at the New York; it's mostly brown and beige.
Yeah.
And then the Twins one is like a lot of green. It just matters what you get. It's kind of interesting. There's such a variance.
All right, let's move along here, guys.
Joe, do you have a puka shell necklace?
All right, listen, as we continue to move along here, everybody, let's hit that like button. We have well over 200 people in here now, 72 likes. Let's hit that like button. Let's get it to 100 likes. as our first sort of milestone here. As we look at Capland, Capland dropped these 3 Mexico caps in different colorways. So, guys, are these don't have the World Baseball Classic logo on them? Is that correct?
I assume so. Even the Mexico looks a little bit smaller. The front, oh, no, maybe not.
No, same thing.
I can check. I can check though, real quick.
I got it, Leon. I got you.
All right, all right.
I'm
These
just
have
wondering, are they? Can you can still do these or no?
So the black one has the M on the back.
Okay.
So does the tan one, and the pink one has. They all have the same logo on the back.
So if it's classified as a non-licensed logo, the Mexican, you can do it. But I heard there's like some fight right now with the license. I'm not sure. And then the flags have to be non-WBC flags.
Gotcha.
The sizing might be slightly different.
Oh, okay.
They'll be unlicensed flags.
I mean, because the flags don't belong to the WBC, so I was just wondering.
No, but they'll get punched in for them though, so they're labeled as such. Because there's a standard size that they want.
I mean, I like the bottom one. I'm not really into the upper right or the upper left colorway.
The upper right is really rough. It's like a bad version of
their
usual
alternate
version.
uniform. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So that's
Black.
Capland. Let's move on to Capsule Hats. You guys ready? And I'd love to hear from Snap on Capsule Hats.
No.
Oh my goodness. Well, at least you could win a car or $20,000 cash if you buy one of these. You have a chance.
Do you feel like some of this is too adventurous, or?
Yeah, that New York gradient that's like black and red. That's a little too. They tried, but it didn't work.
Is that like a velvet one too, right?
Yeah, it's like they had an odd to. They did an odd to ode to everybody. They did an ode to MyFitteds. They did an ode to Hbirdin. They did an ode to Hbirdins. They did an ode to Lids HD. I don't know, man. I'm not feeling any of these. But if you do buy it, just know you're one step closer to a brand new Tesla and $20,000 cold cash.
Mm-hmm.
The black browns, those are like restocks of. They did a big.
No, that was
treasure,
definitely a collection before that we previewed on the channel.
Yeah, it's the buried treasure one.
Yeah, buried treasure. Buried treasure, you're right.
That pack's not bad.
No, I don't like the Cubs from that. I didn't like the Cubs when we did the review. The Astros, though, I did like.
That one had the good rays, right?
Yes,
in that
they
pack.
had a really, really good raise in that pack.
Really good raise.
The word mark.
Yep.
That top middle Cubs.
That was like the next word. That was the second time we saw the word mark in a really meaningful way after Fan Treasures did on that.
Yeah.
The more and more that we're advancing is more hate that I have towards color under visors. Like before, it was like I hate just the neon ones. Then a little while, I was like, nah, I hate these icies and pinkies. Then now it's like I hate these blues. I hate red. Now just like I really just like Kelly green and gray. I can't believe it.
He's advanced.
Welcome to the club.
Level 90. He's made it.
Club, buddy. You turn into that old guy that says, get off my lawn.
Yeah. I don't mind color UVs when they make sense. They just don't make sense on a lot of hats anymore.
Listen, the trend has changed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's funny how that works, right? It's like scientifically, I always wonder how it works, right? Like
it was almost overnight too. Like,
no, you're right. It was. And like, you know, so, but then you have people clinging. So it's like, it's almost like when you see people wearing Ed Hardy still, those people just won't let go. Right. Or they were late to the game, but the guys that have been around, the guys and girls that have been around for a while, they're like, all right, man, I'm past this now. Yeah, and the greens and grays will never, ever die. Never. All right.
Let's feel about that Cubs. The Cubs in the middle. Top middle.
No, man.
I kind of like it, man.
I do too. I missed the mark. I don't think it was quite all the way there, but
least visor.
Yeah,
It's a what visor? Oh, okay, no, okay.
The
Yeah,
polar
yeah.
tech visor.
Yeah, fuck
if
that
it was a
part of it.
poly visor,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. If they had kept that whole front, the front and the visor poly, and
Mhm.
did that on the back, it would be
Mhm.
more palatable to me.
Yeah, and only the
That's-
side panels have that
it's only
denim
the side
looking.
panels. Yeah,
I think that's a cool way to do it.
yeah. That's a good way to use those alternate materials that suck usually on their own.
Well, but then he went into his bag and pulled out the polar tech visor. Like it's like why?
yeah.
It's
I
the
know.
old toilet topper. When people used to put the fleece on the toilets.
Those things are probably the most those things are probably the most unsanitary things in
Oh, they
history.
soaked up a lot. Yeah,
Oh.
they soaked up a lot.
Yeah.
Ugh.
You guys ever poop on one of those super inflated like
Oh,
wave
yeah.
toilet seats?
From the 90s? Yeah.
My great grandma used to have one of those on her toilet, man. It felt like you were sitting in a big rig.
Yeah.
No, man. You need like
Almost
you need a step stool to mount
Yeah,
it.
you're practically standing up.
Nah, man.
Those things would deflate over time and then reinflate when you got off them. Yeah, definitely not sanitary.
No, not at all. All right, let's move on to the second slide from Capsule Hats. Believe it or not, there's a second slide, right?
Yeah, their
They went
winter
fucking
ice collection.
Did 18 of these, right? Or something like that. Some crazy number.
13. I
13?
left off the Pirates just
Okay.
because it was.
Did any of these sell out?
Oh no, I don't even know if any of them sold a size.
Yeah, I mean, because I that's what I know, but that's what I said on Wednesday. It wasn't to make fun of it. It's just like how
White is a tough sale, man.
No, you can't. Optic, you can't do a pack of like 13 optic white hats in this market.
And some of these are actually kind of nice with the colors that they use on the logos and some of the scripts they pick, but it's just
That's what I said, man.
It's an optic white hat. Like,
no, man, I said the same thing you're saying right now on Wednesday show. I thought the hats were really good looking, but to try to do a collection of all optic white is
It's a hard week to do it too. Christmas week.
dude, you're never like people are too savvy for this kind of stuff. If you put those on lids, right, and you got like lids.com, right, and you get some randoms like going through the site, they're like, yeah. Anybody who's been around knows that like the white hats turn yellow no matter what.
mm-hmm.
Unless you really care for it in a very specific way.
Like in the hyperbaric chamber.
Yeah,
sealed up.
I don't know, man.
But, like I could see someone wanting something like this early winter, maybe. But like post Christmas, like I don't know.
For me, like I like them all. I'm gonna be honest with you. I like every hat here.
Okay.
I like them all. I would wear it once and it would serve its purpose, and then I'd be done.
Well, that's most hats you have, though.
But I think for him, he plans on wearing them again.
You're right, but I have a few that I do wear. Like,
yeah. You have a few, like 3 or 4 a year that you'll wear multiple times.
I mean, yeah. All right. All right, let's move on to Clink Room. Leon, did you do your Clink homework? What are you giggling about over there? What are you?
Joe already got a question for you, so it's up to you if you want to answer it.
Oh, yeah, I can. Yeah, I can do some pictures of my favorite hats of 2023. Yeah, I can find some.
No, I'm not going to. That sounds like a lot of work.
I'll do it, Joe.
Jason's on a work to rule thing right now. So,
what's that?
Let's move on. Go ahead. What'd you say, Leon?
A work to rule thing right now, Jason. So like he'll do what he's required to.
Yeah, I'm putting in the bare minimum here, folks.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, so let's take a look at the Clink Room here, Leon. You want to take us through these?
Yeah, so these are all up for pre-order until January 28th. Estimated delivery of July 2024. This is an interesting week because this is the first time I've seen them put side patches on new designs. So we haven't really seen that before.
Custom patches,
Yeah. So that's kind of interesting to me. If you guys are a fan of the Clink Room, we have I did an interview with Serbia's own artist, Why is his name?
Milosh.
Milosh. Yeah, sorry, Milosh. So he's gonna be featured on Sunday's episode of Sundays with the Clink Room. But yeah, Milosh will be in the lab. So it was really interesting chopping it up with him for a couple hours. But today's offerings, we're gonna start with Rafael. He's got bruise control. He's got a twisted metal type hot rod. Big body car. That's kind of interesting. He's our good friend out of Sao Paulo, Brazil. Liquid Courage by COD Designs and Italics. It's got this flaming type of beer. He's ready to punch you. It's got the Clink More side patch. Clinker Gabe is back with the Lotus. Actually learned a little bit about this hat when reading about it. So lotus flowers, if you didn't know, are actually poisonous. So the poisonous nature of the flower comes from a compound called lyserine. So he's got a little skull hidden there in the lotus
I
flowers.
gotta be honest with you, that's one thing I didn't need to fucking know.
I don't usually go around eating flowers, so I should be okay.
You should be fine. Okay, fair enough. The Sandpiper by 40 Swords. So you know I'm obliged to like it. So this is a shorebird from Beach Property.
One.
Oh yeah, I'll get back to that.
Okay.
So Sandpipers by 40 Swords. He's playing the bagpipes. So that's kind of cool. And then we'll go to Hallucinathan, who I haven't seen do a Clink Room hat in a minute, but he's back. So he's back with this San Francisco kind of inspired retro 7th inning Seagulls. So
He took some time off from Crown Minded.
yeah. So
I have one. Like once you're done, I'm going to show off one with a side patch that I have in hand.
cool. And those seagulls, be very careful. They might steal your fries. You can't really see it from an angle, but he's got a fry in his mouth. So.
Hey, Leon, I dare a bird to try to steal a fry from you.
From me, yeah.
Good luck. Yeah.
You have good like seagull slapping mitts.
Yeah.
But it's a seagull. He would be running and hiding if he saw a bird flying over his head.
Canada
Goose, he'd be scared.
Yeah.
No, he's afraid of all birds.
Nah. Leon, put your big mitt up for the camera. Let's show everyone these big ass mitt. Look at this thing. If that thing slapped a seagull, man, they're fucked.
Yeah,
he's actually holding that behind his head.
But you are a bitch ass motherfucker when you see a Canadian goose. Because
I've been attacked. I've been attacked before by them, and they're hissing.
On video. I wish I had on video.
I didn't want to attack it because apparently, if you attack it when it's on land, it's illegal. Well, if you shoot it on land, it's illegal. But whatever. I wasn't thinking.
So what do you do if it attacks? You just take the beating?
That's what I was thinking.
You try and kick it up in the air so you can shoot it.
Fuck that shit. That thing attacks me, man. It's done. Listen, I got like I was face to face with a swan once.
Those things are vicious.
Yeah, they're not.
They got little teeth. They got little teeth.
They're not. And I'm telling you right now, they are not like they're imposing animals.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and they're get up on their legs and they flap their huge ass wings.
Mm-hmm. And then they just kind of start lunging at you a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
All right, where are we at here? What hat are we on?
And then last but not least, this is a clinker I've never heard of, but Megan. So welcome to the party. Spring Dinner. She's got here a little kind of seashore blue, black with a pink under with a custom side patch. So that's pretty cool.
This is all right. So let's do a poll here in terms of, do people like the side patch look on these Clink Room hats or prefer the plain Janes? And for me, I don't know about you guys, my favorite is honestly Megan's for some reason. It's clean. What's your favorite, Jason?
I'll go with, I know I don't normally like gray hats, but I like that retro 7th inning Seagulls from Hallucinathan.
Do you like the side patch?
Yeah. Yeah, I like how it's no fry is safe. That's kind of cool.
I'm loving that side patch. I picked that hat as well.
Mm-hmm.
You guys want to see one live and in person? Not these, but a different one?
Only people that actually buy Clink Room hats can vote on this poll. All right, let you know.
We're gonna get
How's
4
that?
votes.
All right, so Leon, why don't I show this off? So one of my favorite Clink Room hats of all time is the Catalina Flying Fish. I don't know if I know, Jason, you remember this hat.
Mm-hmm.
And if you guys kind of take a look, you got that like Red Sea kind of popping through the wings there to give it that translucent feel. But then this is the side patch. It's got a little Catalina side patch on there, just to kind of add a different touch to it. But this is what they look like in general with the side patches on them. Nice and clean, different. And this happens to be one of my favorite Clink Room hats of all time. I think it was one of my top 5 hats of the year it came out.
You know why? Because it actually looks like a baseball hat.
That's why.
Yes,
absolutely.
sure.
It does. It looks like a minor league baseball hat, and that logo is big, man. It just looks really good.
Snapping necks and cashing checks.
So you'll see some more Clink Room content on the channel soon. I have a bunch of others with side patches that are coming soon that we're gonna have a video upload on the channel. I think next week. All right, and people actually like the side patches.
I don't like that particular Catalina one though.
I like it.
It looks like something you get embroidered on the side of your hat at lids.
Yeah, but you know what? What it looks like to me is it looks like, you know how they used to do all this crazy embroidery all over the hat with some of these teams, like you'd have like the different panels having different. Yeah. But for this one in that one spot, I kind of like the way the hat looks. This one I'm gonna actually wear on the show one day. I like it. But teach their own. What, you want to see another one?
Sure.
Let's see.
Pow pow.
Let me see. Let me find a good one here.
Ooh, the Murder Hornets.
Do you remember this one? It's got like brass knuckles. It's got butcher knives in there. It's got all that stuff.
Mm-hmm. Do you remember during the pandemic when the Murder Hornets they were scared that the Murder Hornets were going to kill everybody?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I remember that.
Yeah.
Oh, I kind of like this one.
Yeah, that patch is cool. I like that one.
It's got Wu-Tang vibes to it, though, doesn't it?
Yeah.
The colorway, everything.
That's
it's got like
Killer
Wu-Tang
Bee for sure.
That
looks like a Killer Bee for sure.
Yeah.
Kill you 8 ways.
Yep. All right, cool. So the rest of them, you're going to have to wait until we drop the video. All right. Let's continue on here to the second slide of Clink Room. So, Leon, why don't you kind of describe a little bit? We're not going through each hat, but a little bit about this pack.
Yeah, so this is part of their insta-ship drops. So if you guys are part of the Clink Room VIP club, it's free to join. They'll give you like an advance notice and a chance to buy them before they go on sale for public consumption. And these are not pre-orders, so they're recolors of past designs. And this particular colorway is based on Casey's father's one of his favorite movies ever, Endless Summer. So this is the Endless drop. So 6 different designs here.
Someone pissed that fucking mermaid off. That bitch is on fire. Like she's going after whoever she's gonna go after.
Yeah, and they actually had Clink actually did a shock drop too this week, and sold out. So that's pretty interesting. So I would make sure to follow all of the regular Clink Room influencers to get clues on when the next ones will be.
Yeah, the chummy hat. Whoever got eaten by that shark is like, hey guys, it's not that bad getting eaten by a shark. It's actually nice in here.
I do like the fact that they're actually making the hats and then selling them.
Yeah,
instead of doing pre-orders.
Mm-hmm. I agree. I'm not sure this colorway is my favorite, but I certainly like that they're doing stuff like this.
Mm-hmm.
Do you guys think if they took these logos as is, right, put them on a black hat with like a gray under, like
a lot of them sell.
Yeah,
crazy. I mean, that's like cheat code for any custom hat, or most hats look better in black.
I don't know if they look better, but they're easier to sell.
It helps the logo pop, like because you're basically blacking out the rest of the hat.
Mm-hmm.
But this is really close to like a Wizards colorway. The only thing to me is like instead of copper, they used rust,
which is kind of what everybody does, right? To get around that whole like Wizards colorway rule.
Mhm.
I mean, I know Hat Dreams has made a living off that lately.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
All right, let's move on to Crown Legends out in Boston, guys. And just for a little like check here, we have 220 something people in here. We have 100 likes. Let's hit that like button, everybody, as we continue on with this free content on a Friday night. Let's get it to we want to get it to 200 likes before we wrap up the show. All right, so
Come
Crown
on,
Legends.
fuckers.
Yeah, let's go. Yeah, Jason, like shake them up a little bit.
I'll
Shake
come
them
to
up.
your
They have
fucking house and press the like button myself if I have to.
Yeah, yeah. All right, so Jason, what are you thinking about these two hats from Crown Legends?
I like the St. Louis one.
Mm-hmm.
The Boston one kind of gives me Batman vibes, like old school Batman.
Like crazy Adam West Batman?
Yeah.
Every time we do this, though, someone corrects us somewhere, right? Like about the fucking Batman eras.
The era, yeah. Like,
Yeah,
no,
whatever.
Actually,
Jesus Christ, I
So
don't
the
want
gray, the gray,
the
purple, and
Penguin.
yellow Batman, whatever
I
era
thought it was
that
going
was.
to give you Black Panther, Wakanda vibes.
Yeah. Well, it's not
It'd be
black
dark.
though.
It'd be a darker.
Yeah.
It's
Would
the
be
old
dark.
Black Panther.
I don't think there's anything dorkier than arguing over the eras of Batman,
Yeah. Oh.
right? Like, could you imagine, like,
Yeah. I mean, they'll just release. They'll release a new movie and it'll start all over.
you know,
Like, do we need the Batman? Seriously.
Is that the Pattinson one?
Yeah.
I didn't even
Come
bother
on.
watching it.
No.
I didn't even bother watching it.
yeah, I just, Mountain Zion 767 Crown Legend sells hats for $50 now. Thanks, P. I didn't have nothing to do with that.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, a lot of stores need to really reevaluate their prices. Like,
I've been saying it though, right, Jason? I was like, come on, man, like $75 shipped for a hat is fucking crazy.
right? It's ridiculous. Like those all the right hats were $70 shipped. Anything from Ecap City is like 68, not 69
It's
bucks.
wild,
shipped.
man. Hey, listen, and Jason, you were still with me at Toppers when I was like finally told Pat like we got to do $50, man. This is
Yeah.
silly. Because when you think about it, right, like you want people to be able to afford your fucking hats, man. Like I think when you start talking about $60 then shipping, $70, $75, that's wild, man. And trust me, I know the margin isn't the same. Obviously, that's the way life works. If you're going to charge less,
but you're going to sell more, so you're going to make it up anyway.
You're going to make it up if you're smart. You know, like
right.
I just think the price. I think people get into this. I understand where they're coming from, though. It's not. I don't necessarily think it's a money thing, and I don't want everyone to hear me out. I think sometimes it's about you don't want to cheapen your product in that way. Meaning, if you go from 70 to 60 or 60 to 50, right?
Mm-hmm.
It looks like you're retreating. Do you know what I mean? It looks like you're retreating. Where if you start low or at a reasonable price, you don't move, you look like, hey, listen, that's just how we do business. And then other people, I think, are very prideful, and that's good. Be prideful, but don't be prideful to the point where you're going to keep your product overpriced and everyone else is going to come down. People aren't going to care how great your hats are. They're going to be like, fuck that, I'm not paying that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, I know it's only $10, but a $60 hat has kept me from buying a hat that I would have bought had it been $50.
I'm with you. And even with us, Jason, you know, people started to complain a little bit about multiple drops throughout the day. So I said, you know what, let's find a way to refund shipping.
Yeah.
So we'll if usually we do it on our own, but even if you can't, you know, you can just reach out to hi@topperzstore.usa.com. What we'll do is we'll get rid of the shipping and put it in the same box. Like, come on.
I'll address this one from Joe. Joe, we found out that Thanos was actually born in Boston, but he wasn't raised there. So that's where the hook comes from. Yeah.
That's what I want.
His parents moved when he was very young.
Okay, see, we were changing our price up, but and I listen. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm one of the farthest people from the topic. Meaning, I'm not checking every website to see how much hats cost. I don't know. I just know that like 70. You guys got to understand. I probably have one of the biggest hat collections on the planet, and there's no way I would continue to pay $70 a hat. I would never do it.
Mm-hmm.
I would. It's ridiculous, right? Am I wrong?
No.
It's fucking crazy. Crazy. $50 is right. 55 maybe, but You start getting into that 60, 65, and 70 is fucking wild. 70 is wild. You should not be paying $70 for a hat. That's fucking
There's
crazy.
also the X factor of the tax can take you over too, depending where you live, right?
Well,
Can knock you over $5-6 too.
Right, and some people don't understand this, right? Because you basically every company that's selling stuff online has thresholds, and once they meet a threshold based on that state government's regulations, you then have to start charging that customer tax. So if you start a company right now with hats, right, you basically don't have to charge tax to anybody. But then let's say you sell X amount of dollars to California, now you got to start charging them tax, and you got to start paying California.
A lot of these places won't hit that threshold, though.
No, a lot
will.
will. I mean,
yeah,
a lot will.
Especially to a state like Iowa, where they're not.
Not a lot
of people
like a California, a Florida, a New York, those places, you're going to get a lot of people are going to hit the thresholds there.
California's a nightmare because each county is different too. Every quarter we got to go back and figure out if we owe to a certain county. It's annoying.
I want to say something, but I know it's going to bite me in the ass, so I'm not going to say it.
Say it. We got you, Snap. We'll back you up. Say it.
Right. You guys pay full price for hats?
Holy shit.
On a lot of places I do, yeah.
I bought from MyFitteds today, but it was BOGO.
Sure.
So 67 after shipping, but the second hat was free. So yeah,
we're not as hooked up as you are, Snap.
Level one.
I mean, I didn't buy a lot of hats over the last couple of years. No.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. Why would I lie about that? I think everybody knows they would send me stuff. But if there's something I really wanted that no one sent me, I'd go buy it. Right. But now I have I probably have 16,000 hats now.
Is your son the same size as you?
No.
He's already bigger.
He's way bigger.
That sucks. Damn, I would have
Listen, I was looking at my son today. That's a big son of a gun, man. He's 210 pounds. He's like 5'8" now, and he's wearing and he comes up here and fucking takes my sneakers now.
What's his hat size?
5/8.
Oh no, he's damn.
Yep. All right, let's move on to Crown Minded.
That's what you think, Matt Jones.
Oh, you paid $300 for a hat before.
Well, we'll never know.
No, you have no Snap.
You've admitted it. You said it on the show.
Though. That's okay, though.
There's a lot of things.
That's okay. Listen, none of this stuff is free, right? So, like, people say, "Oh, Pierre, you got hats for free." No, I didn't, man. I did not get hats for free. Neither did Leon. Neither did Snap. Neither did Jason. There's work.
No, I spent all types of money on hats.
Yeah, but hold on.
Sale, discount, all of that shit.
But there's still money in all this, right? How much it's. Yeah. There's still like work in what we've done, and people were giving us hats like to show off. Like, wouldn't you? Mm-hmm. You have a captive audience that's like really like. No one's watching this shit unless they like hats.
Yeah, it's very targeted.
Right.
It's a pretty good gamble.
And our peak, we were getting 10,000 views on some of these lives. Like, wouldn't you want the product out there in front of 10,000 people? Yeah. All right. So Crown Minded had these hats drop. What were you saying about someone said Ohtani? Which one's an Ohtani hat? Ohtani
Dodgers.
Yeah. So every Dodgers hat is now an Ohtani Dodgers hat, apparently.
Ty Cobb. Sometimes
just fucking Ty Cobb. I love that guy, but he's
he always adds confusion.
Comes out left field, man.
Yeah, we gotta decipher it,
guys.
Maybe he's behind and talking about something else.
This fucking Pokemon hat, I don't know why, man.
Because it sells out every fucking time. That's why.
I can guarantee you that
it is a good hook.
You ain't getting no ass wearing that hat. That's for sure.
It is a good hook, though. But
yeah, everybody needs that hat in their collection.
I think the top middle is BYU, right? Brigham Young.
That's what it says on his hat. Yeah.
You can read that.
The San Jose is the standout for me.
This is BYU, man.
Dude, seriously, stop watching this on an iPod Mini.
No,
I'm
Leon
on
didn't
a
want the echoing
MacBook.
to happen, so now he's watching it on a fucking iPod Nano.
I'm on a MacBook Pro.
San
Because all the
Jose
studio
got it.
equipment was picking up too much noise and making it echo for y'all. So I'm on a
But listen, I'm like an older guy. I'm not wearing that fucking that Ash Ketchum hook. I don't give a shit, man. I'm not wearing that thing.
I definitely have one in the collection. To have
I do
one.
too.
yeah,
My
it's
Fitteds,
cool.
because they all use that Kansas City Royals side patch. Remember
With the
Yeah.
the
green
round one that
metallic.
looked like a ball?
The
See, I
green
like
metallic.
this one the most because it's the plain Jane.
Plain
and
Jane,
it's the closest to the actual hat he wore.
Mm.
Someone made a trucker with it. Trucker fitted. That was pretty cool.
Yeah,
I guess
All
cool.
right.
I use that lightly.
you use that nightly?
No,
For what?
lightly. Lightly.
Oh.
I don't know. I thought it was like an interesting thing. They made it a trucker. Like that's kind of interesting.
Yeah. All right, let's move on to Ecap City. Since Jason wasn't on the show on Wednesday, he can kind of tell us what he feels about these 6 hats.
Fire.
Good
All of
design.
them. No, I like that Cuban X Giants one a lot. But this is an example of a hat I did not buy because it was priced at $60. If it was at $50, I would have bought it right away. That's about the only one I like on this page.
I didn't realize that had a Titan side patch. I must have been snoozing.
Jason, which one did you say you like?
The upper left.
The X. Okay. You don't like the El Gallo and the Oilers?
No.
No.
No, because it's a Titan side patch on that Oilers.
Okay.
I get why they did it. And what's the El Gallo?
The
chicken.
rooster down there.
Oh, Pollo Loco? No, I'm not. I don't need a cock on my hat.
And then the King of New York? No.
You already got one in your pants, right, Jason?
Right, exactly. The King of New York. It's got a Royals fucking side patch on it. It makes no sense.
You know better.
Get out of here.
Mismatched side patch. You could ask him on a mismatched side patch.
I like the metallic red Yankees, but I don't need a Royal side patch on the side.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Well, I guess questions answered. All right. You guys ready to drop a hat? Let's drop this hat.
Beautiful hat.
I'm going to go ahead right now, and I'm gonna drop this right now. You got that dark purple crown. You got that black satin visor. You got that metallic pewter. You got all kinds of crazy stuff going on here. This thing is beautiful. This is a 2.0. There's not a ton of these, but we're going to load these right now. So head over to the site, and you guys can continue on while I do this.
All right. Do this.
Oh, that's my cue.
Edch outwear, velour Yankees. Gotta love it on a 99. Even though in this picture it looks one of those mini size hats that Leon collects.
a size 4.
These
That
angles
a quarter,
are weird,
quarter.
right?
Quarter,
These angles
quarter.
are weird.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. The hat is live now, just so you guys are all aware.
The hat looks so small, man.
That's a weird shaped hand.
Or Edge. We always get on them about their pictures. At least this big old elephant looks nice now. The Mariners is dope. They pretty clean drop from Edge.
You like the big ass elephant logo? It's like huge. Pause.
It actually ate the eyelets.
Yeah.
There's been a
metallic
couple
gold
logos
on
like
it.
that.
It's really badass.
I showed these on the show. I showed these on a preview show.
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah.
I like the Mariners. I like them
Mariners.
both. I like them both, but I like the Mariners better than better of the two. You're right though. That angle is rough, man, with that little hat. Look at that thing.
Looks like one of those helmets you get with ice cream filled in them at the baseball game.
This is a good looking hat though, man.
Hey Archie, I think they do most of their stuff in store first, and then leftovers online. So, anyway.
Is the hat live now? The Sugar Land?
Yeah, it's live. Yep. It is live. And there's only like 4 sizes left.
Oh wow.
Jeez.
Yeah, that one's going fast. There'll probably be a pre-order on that one and the script one because these things are moving. All right. Ready to go to exclusive fitted, fellas?
Yep. Oh wow, this might be their best drop of the year. I don't see that one bad hat here, guys.
That Mets bottom left.
Okay, all right, yeah.
That's definitely Bangladesh too. Look at that thing.
But
I
I
see
like
their fans liking that though. The Mets one.
I like the top row a lot, actually.
Yeah, very nice. I like the Lakers, Los Angeles.
Mm-hmm. The Kansas City one's really nice too.
Yeah. What about the velour Houston?
I mean, I could see people going wild for that, but
You gotta be a pimp. You gotta be a pimp to wear that red velour.
I don't like the red velour. Isn't a good enough red to me. You know,
It's definitely not an everyday hat either.
but it's not a good. But it's not a good red. It's like more like wine. It's not like red.
Yeah.
But it's close to brick, so I could see Houston fans liking that one.
You gotta
and
wear.
Jaron, there's no way to know that they get their velours from China.
Nope.
There's no way to know that.
They may have lucked out, and all their velours have come from China. But stores don't get a pick where their hats are made.
All
right. You guys ready to move on to Hat Club?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna be here a while.
They had a lot.
That much?
Well, I was gonna say I feel like they didn't drop anything.
Yeah, I feel like they didn't drop anything.
No, 4 hats.
Crazy. I mean, they dropped like 309 hats in like November.
They were jamming that stuff in right before holiday, so I think they. Yeah. Listen, again, I have no factual. There's nothing factual here. This is just what I feel. I feel like they had a more staggered approach, and they said, "Nope, we got to sell this stuff." Yeah. And then they just started putting it all out there really fast. I mean, so fast that I think it hurt them.
Listen,
you couldn't properly show off all the hats. Like people don't even realize how much stuff was there. It was happening so fast.
Well, one week we had like 10 slides of Hat Club stuff a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
Guys, I think the top right and the bottom row are all good hats.
Yeah. I like the San Francisco one.
Yeah. Once people get tired of metallics, I mean, that San Francisco is badass, man.
Yeah. Top right,
but
bottom
got
left.
A metallic outline, doesn't it?
Does it?
Yeah.
Gold.
Oh, okay.
Metallic gold.
That's why I like it.
Yeah.
It's pretty nice.
The two Astro scripts, like that's team colors. Those are really solid, but you can't fuck that up, right?
I guess you ask 100 different people, you'll get 100 different answers.
I think this is a good question, though. So,
yeah,
for me specifically, I think Bangladesh has improved a lot. They did something with their factory. I'm telling you, man, their factories in Bangladesh are different than what they were. So, is there still like a difference between Bangladesh and China? Yes, there is, but it's less of a difference. So, I've always been a pro China guy. But now I'm getting to the point now where I can deal with Bangladesh. It doesn't feel the same, and their embroidery is much better in Bangladesh than it ever was.
Yeah, now you get.
I personally would say China, just because consistency wise, like their sizing is way more consistent with China, and the silhouette is more of what the true 5950 is supposed to be like.
Yeah, which is a higher crown.
Theory of caps. This is my theory. If you order in the first week of the month, you get them from Bang. If you order in the second week, you get them from China. If you get them from third, you get them from Laos. And the other week, you just might get Haiti.
Okay, so theory of caps. I want to be clear. What he just said is bullshit because Haiti. I don't even think they're making hats in Haiti anymore. And Laos, I think Laos has been reduced to a whisper at this point. Now that Bangladesh is back up and running at full speed, in my opinion. But Snap, I guess your theory is interesting.
It's a every other week thing. 1 week Bang, 1 week China.
Okay.
All right.
It's just whatever. You're on mute, but
Listen,
it's basically whatever.
Go back to logbooks. Go back to logbooks and see. This week, why were all that? This week was all China.
Can I be honest with you? My hats, the hats that we've been getting at Topperzstore USA, I think we've only gotten 2, maybe 3 orders from Bangladesh.
Yeah,
3 out of 26. That's crazy, right?
Mm-hmm. It's just basically whatever factory has capacity.
Who has the
when
capacity?
When the order comes in.
Or the fabric. So like,
yeah,
or the fabric. Like, so like, you know, the suede. I did a suede Yakima Bears and I did a suede Eugene Emeralds. Right. I'm still waiting for them. So they're probably trying to find the factory that can fulfill it. You know. All right. Either way, let's move on to hat dreams, guys. Any thoughts here, Leon? Haven't heard from you in a little bit.
I thought the one in the Lakeland Tigers one was pretty cool. I read the story. I apologize. I don't remember the collaborator, but they explained how the tiger is the national animal of South Korea. So that's why he went with the Lakeland Tigers and the South Korea flag. So I thought that was pretty cool, paying homage to his
they
roots.
could actually get that made.
Yeah. So I like that one. I think it tells a cool story.
That's a
smart.
That's a thinking outside the box.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely. The other ones are cool. I just feel like we've seen like versions of them before. They don't look too different than kind of what we've seen. There's nothing wrong with them though.
The Washington's a good hat.
Yeah,
but you're right. We've seen it.
Yeah, it's like green with copper, with that kind of seashell kind of color. It's solid.
I just get tired. I just get tired sometimes of seeing the same stuff. Like,
yeah,
yeah. Oh yeah, listen, Jersey Fitted. The Bangladesh crown is still lower, but it's not as low as it was.
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling you, man. There were sometimes you'd get them and they'd be literally like, I don't know how people wore those things. You had to wear them like this on your head, like this.
Last year, when I would open a box and see the black tag, I almost just threw the hat away.
Yeah,
because you knew it was going to be so bad fitting.
It's gotten so much better, man. And I'm not just saying that. I really do feel like Bangladesh is getting closer and closer every day to China's quality, in my opinion. The only thing I like better about Bangladesh clearly is when I'm unpacking and sorting an order, is Bangladesh packs them much more organized. It's 100%. China, man, you can have 12 different kinds of hats there, but Bangladesh, they sort the hats really nicely.
For me too, Bangladesh, they're more likely to run small. So if you put the hat on and it fits super tight, you look at it like, banged.
That's why, that's why I said China's sizing is way more consistent.
100%. All right, you guys ready to move on to Hat Stop?
Yep. Yakima. That's an old logo.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, very nice.
Is that black? Yeah, right?
Mm-hmm.
The problem is that Mud Pie looks almost like black.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think both of these are black, though.
We haven't seen that Yakima on poly in a long time. You remember back in the day when Lids had those like mesh material hats and they retroed a bunch of minor league stuff?
Oh, God, those were fucking terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah. They had it on that one, but I haven't seen it on a poly, so that's kind of interesting.
Archie, I love sorting the hats, but it does get a little tedious when there's one box with 12 different hats in it. Like you're like, oh, fuck, and then you got this empty box and you're trying to fit in another box. It's like,
the sizes too, right? When they're all fucked up in the sizes.
Well, when you order like 96 of a hat, like you're good because you're gonna get a box of like this or that, like all the same size, whatever. But
sometimes it's all mixed up.
If you order 12 of a size of a hat, you're good.
Mhm.
But it's when
Because
you
they're all
open
going to come in the same box.
Yeah, if
Yeah.
you don't
And then
order
there's always
12,
a box with the 7s, the 7 and 7/8, and the 8s together.
8s, yeah.
Yakima's badass, man.
Yeah, it's a good hat. All right, you guys ready to move on to Lids HD?
Mm-hmm.
And
whoa. This comment is crazy. He hated the silky white sweatband. I love that thing. I wish
I didn't like them either.
What?
I felt the hat seemed cheap.
No, man.
Okay.
They're so comfortable.
I'm going to meet you guys in the middle. I loved the comfort of that silky white sweatband. I loved it.
Mm-hmm.
But it made the hat feel floppier.
Sure.
But that silky sweatband, whew.
It was like putting a satin pajamas on your head. Like
comfort-wise, they're more comfortable. I agree. It just made the hat look cheaper to me.
Like it did
like
feel
a thinner
like,
material almost too.
Yeah, it was so
Less
smooth,
durable.
man. Especially I'm bald, man. So like for me, like, you know, just felt nice. For you guys, it feels nice on the front of your head. For me, it was like
everyone. That's true. That's true. No, yeah, you're right. You have the most surface area, skin to hat ratio.
That's 100% true.
Yeah.
All right, you guys ready to move on to Lids HD? No, I don't like it floppy, Star West Side. Weirdo. Welcome back, Star.
I need my tie-dye hoodie.
Jason, were you a Grateful Dead fan?
Fuck no. They all died before I was even born.
Yeah, how old do you have to be like a deadhead? Like they were around in
true
the 60s?
Deadhead, you have to be born in like the 50s.
Yeah, because they were like popular 50s, 60s, 70s, something like that.
Yeah. But you still got people, man, that follow around that fake band that's still playing their songs. Yeah,
I mean,
Jerry's dead, but Jerry was the fucking band. Like, come on.
Now, for someone who didn't like their music, you're a fucking historian now. You got like all the facts and shit. You know their cover band. Like I don't even know nothing about these fuckers. And Jason's got all kinds of facts he's spitting out now.
My parents listened to the Dead. They weren't Deadheads by any means, but they did listen.
The only thing I know about them is I like Cherry Garcia Ben and Jerry's ice cream, and that's based on this band, right? I gotta tell you, my dad's 78 and he never went to no fucking concert. That's for sure. All right, let's move on to lock.
But how do you not do a tie-dye Grateful Dead hat?
I'm googling Grateful Dead, right? And I'm looking at the images that they use for their band, and this is not a good representation.
No, that's their logo.
You should have did the tie-dyed crown first of all.
Yeah.
Blue brim, put the logo on there. Then you should have did all black tonal with the original blue, red, white, and blue.
Yeah, apparently these are all hooked to like specific concerts. So Dave, I don't know who Dave is.
Okay, are you guys listening to this guy? The Mr. I don't know who the fuck they are. I never listened to their music. Like, I'm talking about now knows all of the concerts.
No, I don't. What I'm saying is this is what Lids HD said on their little promos. They asked some guy named
Why
Dave.
are you so intrigued by these promos?
They just came over my feed. I'm like, why the fuck would they do a bunch of Grateful Dead hats? So I read the goddamn post.
I'm just trying to figure out like how it went through your head though. Like what made you pause there and say, all right, I want to learn more about these hats?
I didn't. I just happened to read. I read the actual captions.
Right. No, but I'm saying like for me, I saw these and I just kept fucking like scrolling. Like you stopped.
I read the captions. And they asked some guy named Dave to come up with this collaboration.
This is
I don't know who
wild.
Dave is.
Hey, listen, how much you know about this is fucking wild to me.
Okay, that's fine. I think you're thinking I know more about this than I actually do.
You know a lot.
I read one caption on one post about Dave and
what's their most popular song?
I have no idea.
Oh yeah, Jason knew. He like paused. He was about to spit it out.
I actually don't.
It'll be like, which area are you
name a
talking
single
about?
one of their songs.
Fucking Jason.
I couldn't.
Their merch though is really collectible, right? I think.
No,
yeah.
listen, you're not gonna tell me that logo's not cool looking. That's a cool
It's a
looking
cool
logo.
logo. Yeah.
If you
I
had
like
an
the Bears
opportunity to
they
put on a
use,
new
too.
era hat, I'd love to fuck with that logo. That thing's cool.
Yeah, and the Bears they use are cool too.
I'm more of a
Bears?
juggalo than I am a deadhead, Carlos.
Ugh.
That's
Yeah.
only because they're hooked to WCW wrestling.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's move on to locker room with Downey, guys. I know Jason wants to sit here and talk a little bit more about this, but we can move on.
It's 3 different hats. It's like spot the difference.
Yeah, this is the Where's Waldo of hats.
Well, what they're doing is they're just putting different side patches, right? To kind of
Okay.
And for their people, like this is the kind of stuff they're gonna buy. The folks that go into that store. It's a fan shop. It's a fantastic fan shop, and they do great custom work on the side. I mean, their core business is fan shop, right? I mean,
Yeah,
Mhm.
Dodger fans.
yeah, Dodger fans. All right,
And
nice job, locker room down. Let's move on to Magic sneaker. Oh God, I knew it.
No sandwich brim though,
No, it's
or
not.
the whatever the flip brim.
All right, so listen,
They're
like,
hiding the button.
can I ask a question though? Like, what? Like, you're gonna order some hats, right? Like, why does this one make the cut?
Leon, is really the color of the button going to make the difference on this hat? Like, is
it
that
helps me
what's going to
judge
make put you over the top of
Are you on the edge?
buy it or not?
You're on the edge of
I
this
know.
hat, Leon. You're like, yeah, I might just do it. I just need to see that button.
No, the eyelets are off. If it was a gray bottom, tonal eyelets, navy button, it's not a bad hat.
No, I didn't ask you that. Would you buy this hat?
No, definitely
This
not.
is what happened. The store owner told the rep, "Hey, I need a Astros icy." Astros icy? Okay, I got you, no problem. And the rep just gave it all ice everywhere.
No,
That's
he
what you
searched
asked for.
he
Astros
searched
icy.
the Ecap's Unlimited catalog and said, all right,
Yeah.
we're
This
going to
is
go
the
with
same,
this one.
He's the same rep that John Jay has, though, right? I think it's
Don't
the
know.
same guy, isn't it?
I think it might be, actually.
Perhaps. I guess
It just
you're
shows
going to
you.
put it. I guess you're going to put in the work that you're that you think is relevant for your paycheck.
This is 2 years of bachelor's degree work right here.
But if someone but listen, for us, no, we don't like this hat, right? But if someone goes in, they get a pair of like, a Jordans that have some powder blue in them. They're looking for a hat to match.
Oh, they're getting this hat.
It's not like us. It's not like us where we'd be like, no, I don't like that. Like somebody, oh man, this thing like matches my sneakers perfectly.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
There's still hella people that bring in their shoes to the hat store. But like, I need something for this.
Oh,
Dude.
for sure. Especially
You know how many
this store
sneakers
called-
people come into my store with a box of sneakers in their hands?
Happens
It's
a
all
lot,
day long.
right?
It's all
Yeah.
day long.
So if you have something to match it, it'll sell. And you're right. It's probably like a Jordan 1 UNC toe or something that goes with this.
Yeah. All right, let's move on to MyFitteds, guys. All right, so Jason, I've been dying to ask you, what do you think of the Atlanta hat?
It's a pass for me. Given the hook, it's a good hat, but yeah, not something I would wear. Maybe
like
something put in the collection, but not something I would definitely wear.
Do you like the Reds hats?
No, I do not. That logo scares the shit out of me. That logo is my Canadian Goose of logos.
You and Red Legs.
Those two NFL hats though, fucking love them.
I love the 49ers hat. I have that one, and I love it. It's super nice.
What did you think of the Raiders one with that paisley, Jason?
Which
a couple
one?
slides ago. No, that was a couple slides ago.
No, I didn't like the Ecap City. No.
Yeah.
But I like this 49ers one a lot.
Yeah, I like all these hats. The Atlanta hat reminds me of Ace Ventura, Pet Detective goes on a hot date. So yeah. Can you
I
see
do
Jim
like
Carrey wearing a
that
shirt like
material.
this?
Like if you use that on like a front panel, or maybe UV might be too much, but like if you use that fabric in a limited fashion, I think you can make a pretty good hat out of that.
Jersey fitted. I agree with that comment. People try way too hard to match their whole. I agree with that, man.
Yeah,
that's like the '90s to a T, man.
I
ain't
mean,
doing
if
that
you
matchy
do everything
matchy
else
stuff.
kind of plain and subdued, you can wear that hat. Like, I mean,
Oh yeah,
it's not hard to
you
do.
throw on a white T-shirt, some jeans.
Mm-hmm. Nothing wrong with that.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's move on to New Era Cap.
Just like the award ceremony hats.
These are fucking hot garbage.
I kind of like the Lions though for some reason, even though there's no
That one's not
pinstripe
bad.
anywhere.
Hot garbage.
It's like
Fucking
draft
Jerry.
night.
Fucking
Draft
Jerry
night hats.
Jones. Jerry Jones said okay to that Dallas Cowboys hat.
They might get a pass because Jerry Jones shouldn't have ever approved that.
That's a classier looking one though, right? I mean,
if you got to buy a Cowboys hat, that one's not bad. I would
New
never
Year's
I mean,
buy
the Raiders isn't bad because it's naturally black. I think like their colors are naturally black.
but no
So it
NFL
doesn't
team
look
wears
so
fucking
different.
pinstripes though.
That's
No,
my
none.
point.
Yeah,
Find me a uniform in the history of football that had pinstripes on it.
These would have been better to be just black with the team color visor.
Yeah.
Find me anything with pinstripes related to football.
Right. You won't.
Is it a
The
draft
yard
night,
lines.
award
The yard
night,
lines.
maybe? Suits.
No, it's we order way too much of this pinstripe fabric. Nobody's ordering it, so we got to do something with it.
People like stores don't want to use that. And I can tell you from experience, we don't want to use that because it's that dotted line stuff. It's not. It just sucks. I don't like it. Let's move on to privilege. That one on the right, I liked a lot.
That Yankees hat is a good hat.
What do you guys think about the one on the left?
It reminds me of like a tennis ball. The
Do you
yellow
like
is too yellow.
I'm not liking the yellow off the white.
Mm-mm.
It's like
that's what color your hat's eventually going to be.
yeah.
But
But that's a chrome though. That's off white, right?
I know, but still, I just don't like that.
It's like the black is like corroding onto the crown. It's like rusting.
I don't think the Mets is. I think this might have been Eric that did this Mets hat. I think.
Yeah, that's the Vegeta hat.
Yeah, I'm not. I love what he does. Usually, this is not one of them.
And then Beyonce did the Yankees.
Yeah. She just posted a Allen Iverson that they're doing too.
Yeah, that one's smooth.
Yeah,
the black red two tone.
I like this one better though.
The Method Man.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
METHOD man.
All right, let's move on to Pro Image Colorado.
Oh, that Phillies is kind of cool.
Yeah,
man, fucking Diddy's running that same place with R. Kelly now, Carlos. You can call this the Diddy hat now. Diddy's in some hot water. Have you guys heard?
Yeah.
With the rape allegations and stuff.
Well, it kept the girl locked up.
Fucking guy, man.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so these the bottom row left and the bottom row so bottom row left and then middle row right middle.
Just say
those
Minnesota.
are made with friend of the show Snotty Drippin'. So James came in the lab and made those with me. The rest of them are Hat God 5 for pre-order extras. So
Hat God 5, huh?
Hat God 5.
Yeah, okay, good. Let's move on to Renarts.
That Oakland's good. I like
Yeah,
that
that's-
Twins too.
Which ones are the Hat Gone 5?
Basically,
everything
all of
else-
them except for the Twins
Yeah.
and the Padres.
Yes.
All of them.
Mm-hmm.
It's always hard to tell though with the pro image pictures. To be honest with you, I'll
They
reserve.
are
judgment,
they are
but-
the one of the worst offenders of the don't put shitty pictures on your website rule.
Yeah. Well. Yeah, I could care less about those hats. All right, so Renarts. I did like this collection a lot from Renarts. So Jay Vaughn did these originally with All the Right. If you guys remember, I posted those up a while back, and they had the clean NY and the clean NYs and whatnot. But these things to me, like I don't know why, I just like these. I like them.
Mm-hmm. Can I answer this question?
Yeah.
So the Rough Riders have a logo in the New Era system that is actually a little bit different than the actual Rough Riders logo. It goes in as a non-licensed hat. So that's why you see sometimes stores release a Rough Riders R. I believe the owner of Ecap City at the time was like a graphic artist, and he had got it put into the system. But if you look at it and compare it to the actual Rough Rider logo, it's slightly different.
It's interesting that that would be allowed
because it's like the percentage of different enough or whatever.
Yeah.
Certain lines are slightly different.
I'm all in for these Metro Card hats. I loved when he did it with All the Right, the Brooklyn Mets and Yankees, and now he did the Yankee scripts and Mets scripts. It's pretty dope.
I like them.
I think they're better than the original.
I don't, but I do like these.
You don't? Wait, why?
I like
Because
the
you didn't like the Ebbets Field logo.
No, I like the. I didn't say I like the Brooklyn. I said I like the New York Mets and the New York Yankees from the first set.
Oh, okay.
They look more classic and clean to me.
Just checking on.
I don't
that
like
was more like that. That wasn't just checking. That was more like trying to trap. So
Yeah.
there's a difference. So like, listen, the one thing about me, Snap, I think you should have known this by now, is like I know when someone's setting a trap. You know, so I'm the kind of guy that like wouldn't like fall into one of those traps. So as soon as you start, I know when you're trying to trap me. You get a look in your eye. You start to say leading things. I know exactly what you're doing. All right, let's move on to sneaker politics. I actually did like this hat.
I like this hat a lot too.
Oh, okay,
I
cool.
like this hat.
Paging
I
Marco.
can tell you who loves this hat.
Yeah,
Paging
Marco
Marco.
Hernandez.
Yeah.
I like
It's really
the mono baseball and Pelican. Like how they did that brown on brown.
Yeah, I like it. I like how dark it is, right?
Mm-hmm.
The patch is cool too.
Yep.
Southern. Is it Negro Southern League?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
Whoever made this hat gets to eat free in New Orleans now.
Well, they
They're
are
in New.
Sneaker
Well,
politics.
one of their sneaker politics. One of their locations is their original spot is in New Orleans.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, that's what you can see from Marco right there. You talk to Marco a lot. You didn't know this already?
I didn't know about the sneaker politics store. You should have told me.
I think we've
Well,
said
now
it
you-
multiple times.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
But
it's much like the patch you've seen for the first time 100 times. Let's
Yeah.
move on.
I've
To
Yeah,
never
like
seen that patch.
you have
no, you've never
selective,
seen that patch. That is true. You probably haven't.
selective hearing.
I think it might be the first time we've ever seen that patch.
And can we do one more like check? We have well over 200 people in here and only 127 likes. Could everyone just close out their chat momentarily? Hit that like button and let's continue on. Let's hit that like button. Let's get it to 150, 175, somewhere in that area. That would be helpful as we look at Sneaker Town. And I did see a comment. I do want to address it. So someone said that Sneaker Town continues to get the super low crown Bangladesh. And I could tell you, man, I don't know for sure, but what is that? Oh, that's Ohio State down there, right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
The Ohio State looks like a China, honestly. But the two up top, it could also be old stock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, it could just be old stock. I mean,
They went heavy on some stuff.
I mean, these guys went all in for a while, right? And
Mhm.
that Guardians hat right there, that one looks like something that you wouldn't make now.
Well, at the height of it, remember when they were teaming up with Downey and they were just releasing bangers and pre-orders and
So they were so good back then.
yeah.
Marco, I wouldn't know since they blocked me on IG. So, yeah.
They blocked you?
Yeah, fucking, he blocked me.
Damn,
What the hell? Really?
Yeah.
you do that.
He did it online.
It's unfortunate.
Yeah, they did it to me too, man. Well,
Yep.
we're in the
'Cause
same club.
we must have said we didn't like one of his hats. So
That's okay, man.
Wonder
There's
if he
worse
blocked
things
Dre-
that can happen in life.
Wonder if he blocked Dre in 616.
Why? Oh yeah, Dre the 616 put up like some. He put it. Now Dre the 616 is he's a really nice and professional guy, but he I'm sure he had like what you would consider for him scathing review of Heaven's sales practices. So it's pretty crazy. But Leon, that's a good that this is a good moment as any. So remember this, mark down this timestamp. And we're going to put that link to Dre in the 616's video here so you can check out his interpretation of the poor business practices over at Hat Heaven.
136. Yeah, gotcha.
And again, this is not our opinion. This is Dre in the 616.
Well, I don't give a shit because he's dead to me now anyway. So
he did an expose on Hat Heaven's.
Yes, a 36-month expose on
but basically
data.
The gist of it was this, right? And I think we've all been there where it makes you numb to a sale. So in New York City, you can walk up the street constantly, right? And you're going to see every luggage store has a going out of business sale.
sure,
Right? All of these stores, it's all the time. I was walking by this one when I was working in Midtown for like 2 years. Every day I'd walk by the same place. And it always was going out of business. I'm like, when the fuck are you guys going to actually go out of business? It's all a sales tactic. But I guess what Dre in the 616 was kind of outlining was the fact that Hat Heaven said, hey, last sale we're ever going to have. This is the last time we marked down our hat.
I did see that. Yeah.
And then all of a sudden 2 weeks later, another sale. And that piqued Dre in the 616's interest. And he went on a hard-hitting journalistic campaign to take down the juggernaut that is Hat Heaven and all of the disrespect they were kind of doling out to its customers by lying about the frequency of their sales. So check out that video again. Leon will put a little link right above where you can just tap it and you can hear
the 136
journalists from our. No, and I do like Dre in the 616. He explains it so well.
Yeah.
If you've ever watched the video.
I mean, they don't need Dre to take them down. They're doing enough on their own.
And I will say, Marco, you can put this comment up, Leon. I don't like the half-naked girls. So I'm going to tell you this right now, Marco. The first time we ever got in trouble here on the YouTube was because I utilized one of his images from his campaign on the thumbnail, and we were slapped with some sanctions by the YouTube gods.
Yep. They're not the only store coast to coast.
Okay. So we're going to be positive. We've been so positive this show. I am going to share this, right? I want everyone to just really understand and try to comprehend this. Like, for many years, we did so much for free. And
we still do.
And we still do.
Yeah.
Now, when money is rolling in for these stores, right, they're all happy-go-lucky. All publicity is good publicity. So if we don't like this hat, no problem. We like the other hat. So it's all good. Publicity's publicity. When sales aren't as strong, suddenly it becomes, it's because you're saying my hat is ugly. When no, it's not. It's just like sales are softening overall. But some people built houses on the back of this show. I guarantee you, remodeled their stores on the back of this show. Now, I'm not saying they didn't work. They worked hard. But there's a store in Canada that I guarantee you no one would ever know, except for some, like, maybe some locals out there, if we didn't bring that store to the forefront. I'm telling you, there is a store in Canada that no one would know or care about if we didn't bring them up on our show. Yeah. And there's other stores that are very appreciative of what was provided to them. Like MyFitteds is one. Like MyFitteds, I don't know if you guys remember this. This was on the heels of when John Jay was forcing customers or asking customers to buy another hat in order to buy the Friday the 13th hat. Remember that?
To pre-order, right? Yeah.
To pre-order a hat, you had to buy another hat.
Right. And then what I did was John and I were building a great relationship, and he's appreciative. He is not a problem. John is great. But what we would do is, we were doing so much previewing for him, and that was part of what made John Jay a cult classic in the hat world. A lot of these stores benefited greatly from this channel. And Styll is another one that's just fantastic. No, Styll is fantastic. Styll, that's a good human being. I can remember when we would say Styll not doing it for us, and he just took Toppers is another one. The reason why I'm comfortable working with Pat is because we used to critique. Jason said Topper Z store for 2 years. Mm-hmm. And listen, there's just so many good people out there, but there's also ones that they only want you when you're giving them something. Mm-hmm. Do you know what I mean?
Hold on, so okay, go ahead, sir.
But I gotta say one more thing. So yeah, when you think about this, right? Someone would give me a hard time once about getting free hats. And when you looked at the combined platforms that I'm a part of, it was reaching 4 to 5 million people a month from an impression perspective. Now, I want you to think 4 to 5 million people a month. Think about that. That's fucking insane, right? Okay, now I want you to think about this. Pretend I'm a professional that was making money off of this channel and all this stuff, right? And I said, and you're providing stores and an industry $4 to $5 million. 4 to 5 million impressions. And then here's what we're going to pay you. Okay, pay us with 100 hats. That's fucking absurd. Is it not? Isn't that absurd? Like, what advertising company is going to say, I'm going to give you 4 to 5 million impressions, just send us 100 hats? They'd be like, send us $100,000. That's what they would fucking say.
Absolutely correct.
That's what they would say. They wouldn't say 100 hats. They would say $100,000 fucking dollars.
Advertisement is a must in any business.
It's interesting. Now I'm seeing the business from a different perspective, being on the other side of it, right? And you start to see, the cutthroat sort of nature of it and how much people want you to fail. And that's fucking crazy. It's fucking wild, man. When you're on the other side of it and they just want you to fail, it is fucking wild, man. And you wonder why I'm so aggressive. People call me aggressive or this or that. Nah, man, I'm just fucking playing the game now. That's it, man. I'm just being what I have to be. And that's it. So, I post all these things about I don't care what anybody thinks. I really don't. I'm just trying to raise my family and build a great business and have fun doing it. And that's it. But Liam, what were you going to say?
I wanted to shift it a little bit from the stores. And there's been a lot of discourse around, and Pierre, me and you have been having a lot of conversations about this a little bit more often with people wanting to see us fail as creators too. I think a lot of people forget, and I think we don't do a good enough job to kind of remind people the history of it, with a lot of creators calling for our heads and just kind of forgetting the nature of it. We, like it or not, we open the door for a lot of these people to get a chance to work with stores, because before us, there wasn't a lot of people who did it. So I think of Hbirdin's, I think of Styll collabs, I think of Lids collabs, all the different Cool J's, Crown Minded. If you look back, their first collabs was with us. So if you want to be quick and say and call for our heads or whatever, I'm not with it, because we opened that door for a lot of
for our
youth.
heads. I think it's more about like not understanding the history behind all of it, right? So like, but I like before anyone else collab with MyFitteds, I collab with MyFitteds. Like we did the first. Like who else collabed with lids? All this stuff like open doors for other people. And you're right about that, Leon. I don't think they're calling for our heads. I just don't think people realize exactly the history of it. They don't. And I got to the point where I didn't want to do them anymore because I was like, it was kind of getting kind of boring. Like I remember with you guys, right? We had a store that kept hitting us up. And then I'm not going to name the name of the store, right? But this started to cross lines with us where I felt like they were taking advantage of us now. They would call us and ask us to make a bunch of hats for them. And then they won by the next day. I'd be like, fuck this. We're not doing this no more, man. We're not like your lackeys. We're like, we would do a collab with you, but we're not your lackeys. And we cut that off. But I do think like a lot of what you see there, and we don't really beat our own drum an awful lot, right? But a lot of this collaboration stuff I'm not gonna say we were first. We weren't, because Manolo did a collab before I did, as did J Tips. Those two guys were before.
They were with Hat Club though.
Right.
Yeah.
You're right. You're right. But then
one place we've never done a collab with.
Well, they stole our show, but anyway.
But I think that's kind of like where those two guys did it first, but then I did it with multiple stores, and then it started just to roll. And then Views from the Vault started doing it with stores, and it just started to roll. That's where it fucking came from. And if you weren't here to see it, that doesn't mean it didn't happen. That's the history.
Yeah. And if you want to pick on like one or two designs and, call it, maybe I'm taking it a little bit personal because there's been times in the past that like I've been called the worst designer in the world and stuff like that by certain people. But yeah, just know your history.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say that to your face, Leon. That was supposed to be behind your back.
Nothing you ever say to me I take personally. But, but no, there's been, I don't know, just know your history. That's all. And we're not here to remind you of it and throw it in your face, but the content and the lives and a lot of stuff is made from the world that we help shine a light on. So whether you like it or not, just know your history.
Yeah. Go ahead, Jason. Go ahead.
I just feel like a lot of these people are doing collabs just for fucking clout chasing.
Yeah.
That ship has fucking sailed, man. Like if you like making hats, awesome. But if you're doing it just to, get your name out there and say I got a hat and it's so what, get the fuck out of here. Like
I think listen, I think we live in a world where people do really enjoy and want attention. And it's like the social media world now, right? Everyone wants attention and and we're older, so it's harder for us to kind of grasp it because it's not necessarily how we're wired. But I do understand there is an awful lot to the generational differences. I do believe that because I even see it with my kids, right? Like they want that recognition. I never fucking wanted that kind of recognition because I didn't want believe it or not, prior to this, I was never in the center of anything. Like I wasn't like that. Like this channel kind of pumped me up with it, right? I was never that guy. But I don't know, man. I think like so much has come from this specific platform, and it was all for free. And to see, and getting back to the original subject, to see stores that were okay with the critical feedback before to now hating it is pretty disgusting, because that's duplicitous, and that's someone who was just like they benefited from it, now they don't. So now like, nah, I don't want nothing to do with whatever. It is what it is. But the collaboration thing did come predominantly from here. And for those that don't know, a lot of the focus was to create a more inclusive community. That's what Views from the Vault was about, because everything was Hat Club when this started. I don't know if anybody remembers this, but when this first started, it was Hat Club all fucking day, to the point where you would get ridiculed if you showed a hat that wasn't Hat Club. And
You
we
remember
kind
the
of
first fitties? We had to separate because Hat Club had their own categories, and it was everyone else.
yeah.
Now,
And
would
then-
Hat Club even win a fitty?
Yeah, they would. There's some stuff that's pretty good still, right? But like not. It's not the same. They didn't evolve like everybody else did. You know, Hat Club, are you a dub, right? All right, let's get back to the show here, guys. So let's go to So Fresh and take a look at what they dropped.
So like the top two is very similar to the hats they dropped, I think, last year, where it was like the Battle of the Bay. So this time they used New York 2000. And then I think the bottom
Makes sense.
right is another Spreewell.
Yep.
I really do like Fitted Algebra's work. I like his work a lot, right? I'm like really over Latrell Spreewell. I'm over Spreewell.
He's got more hooks than Kanye right now.
Yeah, it's getting close.
I like the hat. It's nice.
Yeah, I didn't say I didn't like the hat. I said I'm over Spreewell.
I love Spreewell.
Yeah, I like him too.
Number 8.
You are the Spreewell of this show, Snap.
Yeah, you are. Yeah.
Don't choke
I'm just waiting for you to choke somebody. All right.
If I was in the same room with Snap, I'm pretty sure I know who would get choked.
No.
So Snap, if you had to choose one of the three of us to choke, which would it be if we were all in the room with you right now?
I feel like Leon's neck would be warmer to choke.
I don't know if you watched the show yesterday, Snap, and we were doing Q&A.
I
Did you
feel
watch
like
the show?
if I try to choke your neck, Pierre, my hand's not gonna do anything. It's not gonna squeeze anything. It's just you're gonna be like, "Are you choking me?" Yeah, you're like a solid neck.
I've been working on my traps, which protects my neck.
And I feel like
the easiest
I
neck
feel
to
like
choke
if
would
I
be
choke-
Jason's.
if I
Jason
choke
would be
Jason,
Jason's a
if I
choke
choke
guy,
Jason,
man.
Jason would just say
Thanks,
smart
guys.
shit to me
Thanks.
the whole time I'm choking him.
He is
Yeah.
the
I
caller
want-
of the guys, though, so you might not be able to reach him, Snap.
No, but like if it were just out of like sheer ease of choking, I would go for Jason because I think I could just
You probably do it with one hand.
Smallest neck.
get a
Smallest
good
neck.
grip on him,
Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Snap, I'd have to use two hands. Leon, I'd have to get him in a headlock. There's no like just getting
Yeah.
a hand on Leon's.
But Snap, did you watch the late night with Pat and Pierre yesterday? Not to put you on the spot. If you didn't,
No,
you just-
I've been in bed rest. I
No
told I
problem.
almost didn't make the show. I put the alarm so that I could wake up just to be on this show because
No
I've been
problem.
on bed rest this whole time.
So we had a user question, and the question was who would win in a mud wrestling battle or mud wrestling match between you and I, and we put it to a poll.
Who won?
Who do you think?
Me to you, 72%.
Damn.
So only 27% of the people.
Nobody
think
I
it would
just
be
feel
mud
like
wrestling.
Leon.
I would go
have-
low and I would go for Leon's
Yeah.
legs automatically.
Right. I think endurance wise, Leon's going to get you
I'm
because
just
you can barely make it through this show.
No.
without-
I've seen
Right.
Leon's endurance firsthand. Hold on.
No,
Designer
I
Con
understand.
2021.
That's not a fight for life, though.
No, I understand, Pierre, but like we're talking about between Leon and Snap. Like
Listen,
Snap laughed
Jason,
too hard and he fell over.
Jason,
he fainted.
what I
when he
saw
laughed.
at Designer Con 2021 with
No,
Leon
I get it.
was it was interesting. I'm going to leave it at that.
Yeah, but that's long endurance. I guess mud wrestling would kind of be.
No,
intense,
Leon,
too,
it was a
but-
20-yard walk from the van to the fucking table. It's not long distance.
You gotta know I'm
endurance.
dumb. You gotta know I'm dumb strong though. It would just take one slam.
Mm.
The endurance is questionable though for both.
I just having kids is it's like the worst shit ever, man. These fucking kids get me sick all the time, yo. I don't catch I haven't caught a break. I've been sick I've never been this sick this much in my life.
You've been
It's
sick
been
more
3
often than
years of sick.
in the last 2 years for sure.
Leon, everybody's saying you play hockey. You got that hockey endurance. When's the last time you played hockey?
About 3 weeks ago.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
In the new year, I'm back to regular every Saturday though. I did commit to
Okay.
that. So I'm back. The hockey equipment.
You
is
do have
fit
a valid
black.
point though about Snap's endurance. He did fall. He did nearly die laughing.
Yeah.
Hockey stamina is not good stamina. Well, hockey stamina is like 1 minute on, 1 minute off.
Yeah, you're constantly coming off and on and off the
Yeah.
ice.
It's
And
not-
you're like floating on skates.
yeah.
You're just literally standing there. And momentum's doing most of the work.
If I
It is crazy
had,
cardio though.
if I had
Yeah, I
to
know.
fight with Leon, right? If I had to fight with him, if I had to take him out,
Drag it out. Just drag it
I'm
out.
I'm going low. No, I'm going low.
Oh.
I
Okay.
feel like I could get a good lock on your legs and lift you enough just to like right to
So
the
I could
ground.
just put my weight down and you're to the ground now. And
I'm,
you're
I'm,
not getting up.
I'm
There's
kinda-
no way
I'm
I'm
250,
lifting
man.
Leon.
I could put 350 on my back.
There's no way I'm putting Leon on the ground. I'm not moving him.
I would run at Leon as fast as I could and go low and hope he doesn't kick.
It's just a leverage thing at that point. I just get
If me and
Sprawl.
Leon were an obstacle course, I'm winning the obstacle course.
yeah, but that's not the question. The question was mud wrestling.
Who's setting up an obstacle
Obstacle
course?
course for me and you.
What makes
You
you
put
not
5
mud
stairs, it
wrestle?
might take me up. If it's like a
I-
pull-up
you-
bar, I ain't doing it.
Neither of you are finishing the obstacle course.
Yeah.
So let's not, yeah.
Let's climb over the fence with a rope. No.
Leon couldn't make the 20-yard trek from the van that we loaded the fixtures on to the.
Put it this way: I'm not going up the little stairs you have at Toppers to reach for the hat at the top fucking thing. I'm not doing an obstacle course.
I'm
The
taking
little library
Leon's legs
stairs?
out.
If you need someone to pick a heavy box up from the ground to a desk, Leon's your
That's
man.
me. Yeah. that's
Oh,
me.
Leon all day.
All right, let's move to Sports World 165.
How the mighty have fallen.
What is going on? This is all they dropped?
There's
This is
nothing.
it.
There's nothing wrong with this.
They restocked.
They're
a bunch
good
of
hats though.
Yankees 99s, but
All right, let's move on to Stash 1250. What, did you like this hat, Jason?
except for the patch, yeah, I do. I just the Texas Rangers patches are terrible. Outside of the
Nah.
All-Star game, outside
95
this
All-Star
this
game.
one, yeah, outside of the All-Star game. The All-Star game one's top tier, but this inaugural season and the final season one, I fucking hate them.
This is that one that we just dropped today. This thing came out good, man.
Yeah,
At least they got
that
two new
All-Star
ones
game's
now.
good too.
And they got
This
the
thing
World
is
Series.
really nice.
They got the new World Series one, so at least they got some new ones. But I'm with you, Jason. I don't like that one, the paint looking ones.
Yeah, I like the colors of this hat though a lot.
Yeah. It's like all those colors you can't tell the difference between maroon and burgundy.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's move on to Topperzstore Europe. So you have a couple of Raiders hats you saw. So the whole middle row you saw in the U.S. already, right?
Mm-hmm.
The St. Louis in the middle is like almost a remake of another hat where he put the woodland camo on the visor. I love that. What I don't even know what team that is. What's the one in the lower
Spokane.
left?
Spokane.
That is nice.
Spokane Indians, yeah.
That is
I like
nice.
the Great
That
Falls
embroidered
Electric one.
crazy.
Yeah, the electrics is smooth too.
Mm-hmm.
But that fish, that trout or whatever,
It's a
is
salmon,
embroidered.
Leon.
Oh,
Fuck,
salmon.
for fuck's sake. You're
Come
a
on.
resident animal expert and you can't tell your fish apart?
Come on, god damn it, Leon.
Fish, not really.
You've
When
been
you think of fucking Washington, where Spokane is located, there's only one fish you should be thinking of.
Don't they
God
got
damn it.
sockeye over there?
Salmon. Sockeye salmon. What do you think
Yeah,
of
but
fucking
it looks
sockeye?
completely
Fuck
different.
that.
Though,
Yeah,
sockeye.
God damn it.
It's got those are the ones like with the beaks, the crazy beaks. the
Jesus.
sock-
Hmm.
I can't-
All right, well,
I'm
It
still
looks like a
embarrassed
trout.
for-
It
I'm
looks
so
like a trout
embarrassed.
to me.
so embarrassed for our viewers right now.
It's not even colored like a salmon.
Yeah, I do like that electrics, but I want to do the same exact colorway, Jason. If we bring it to the U.S., we'll do something different.
See, Jason B thinks it's
Plain
a
Jane.
rainbow trout.
Yeah, I do think that's a good that's a good hat for a plain Jane. You're right, Jason. That's a good logo for a plain Jane because that side, I do like it on this hat, but it's not a great side patch, right?
No, it's just another logo. Yeah, that electric script is pretty fucking awesome, though.
If you do that electric script in metallic gold.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, I'll figure
Electrics.
Yeah, all right, let's move on to Topperzstore USA. So this was in store, pretty loaded over the last week or so.
Yeah, I couldn't tell which one was from this week and which one was from last week. So
it's okay. We got a couple.
Yeah.
We lightened it up a little bit, Jason, because there was many days where the stores were closed because of the holidays and stuff.
Right.
But we had 2 Tampa Yankees drop in store. We had that blue and charcoal pack, the 2 Griffies, that Texas Chrome Dome with the Texas flag on the side, and that Yakima Bears.
I should grab that one.
I probably have one for you, Jason, if you want to reach out. There's some in the store. I have a few left in the store. And for anybody out there, if there's something that you missed, like that Yakima Bears, or those Tampa Yankees, and you're looking for them, just email mh@topperstoreusa.com. I always take time with Anna to read through them and try to help you guys out. So
they're fast too. I'll give them that. Super fast.
We're constantly working that inbox. And we've got these 2 Texas Rangers hats that dropped a couple days ago. One of them is the one I just showed you guys with the new 2024 All-Star Game patch. And then that other one, which is now sold out both in-store and online, with the 95 All-Star Game patch.
You can't see what other colorways you do with that patch. Because it's been available for a while. We haven't seen it much, though.
Well, Pat, I wanted to do first was just do what would be on field with a gray under, because all you're going to see are blacks. Right.
Sure. Yeah.
And then the problem is we want to do some World Series champion patches too, but they're not letting you use any metallics yet. So we're like, we're going to wait.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's messed up.
And then the 2 base cow. Go ahead, Jason. What did you say?
I was just going to say that patch in a midnight camo.
Whew. Oh, yeah. Be smooth, man.
Anyway, sorry.
Yeah. And then the 2 Space Cowboys, which are now sold out pretty much in both places. There's a couple units left online right now in the SL, but not much. All right. Now we can move on to the second slide, which is online. Online was loaded this week with some good stuff. So you've got the Rubber Ducks 2.0. That one, there's a few pieces left, very few, but we ordered pretty heavy on that because it was a stream drop. Clearwater sold out. Griffin sold out. Monsters sold out. NOLA has just about nothing left. Admirals, there's still some sitting there. And then the 3 Rucker Parks. You've got the Kareem in green. You've got the Julius Irving in the blue and red. And then you got the Skip to My Lou, Rafer Alston, in the white and the red. There's various sizes left in each of those 3. Not a lot, but there is various stuff left. And then the 2 Texas Rangers hats also dropped this week. And just so everybody knows, the next 4 weeks are just loaded. All the stuff you've been seeing me previewing is going to be dropping over the next month. So it's going to be pretty crazy. And yes, we will have pre-orders on a lot of the AHL stuff. You're going to see an AHL pre-order. I said preview, I think, but I meant pre-order. There'll be an AHL pre-order coming up really soon with the Griffins, the Monsters, and multiple others that sold out from our AHL releases. And yes, Marco, it's only a 7 1/4 left in the NOLA. And that's it. Pretty solid week from Topperzstore USA. And now we can move on to Uniform Sports out in Las Vegas.
I bet you can't tell who designed most of these.
I know exactly who did.
Yep. He definitely has a signature. That's for sure. Most of these were done by Canadian Dadbot.
Some of these are really good though. So I think I like the LA in the upper right.
Mm-hmm.
When I said a lot of these are very good, I mean I like that one.
I like the
you
color
lose
of the Padres. I just again, those architectural side patches I can't do.
Yeah, I'm not a fan either.
The All Gray Angels is rough.
The Yankees isn't bad though, right?
That patch, that's one of the best patches out there, and it just the way they colored it, it's ruined it.
I gotta give him the benefit of the doubt too, man. Some of this is on the fucking rep, man. Like,
sure. The
when
rep
you're doing
should
this
told
stuff,
them, like, yeah,
like a really good New Year, and I don't know the rep for them, right? But a really good rep is going to like kind of guide you in a different direction if you're, because they've seen how these things turn out so often. They're like, listen, I don't know if I do that. Like that red that's in that Yankees patch and the white.
You got to break it up.
Yeah, it just doesn't look right.
You know what the problem is sometimes? Is if the rep is overloaded, they're not going to sit there and make the hat.
Sure.
With you. So a lot of times what happens is these stores are working with these creators or these designers that think they're so good, and then they'll submit their mock-up thinking that that's how you can color it, not knowing that the patch, certain things are tied to each other and whatever. And then the store probably doesn't send the mid back to the creator and then just makes the hat as is, and you get this fuck shit.
I'm gonna tell you, man, you have to be very critical when you get the mock-ups back, like when they're about to submit them. You got to be critical, man. Like if you just kind of fall asleep during that part of the process and you just let it go, you're gonna come up with you're gonna get some hats that you don't want.
Yeah. I mean, these logos and patches. I mean, some of these logos and patches aren't, the embroidery is the build on it is not what you would expect it to be. Like that 99 World Series, some of those stitches are tied to each other that make absolutely no sense from a design perspective, but from an embroidery perspective, I suppose it does. But like,
it's just the way they're broken out, right?
You would never know until you looked at it. Right.
And then you ask to change something to this color, and then you see it's hooked to. It's like there's another part that's. It's not as easy as it may seem. And then a lot of folks that are kind of doing this in a grassroots way at home, they're like putting all these different colors all over the fucking patch, and you just can't do it that way. Mm-hmm. Like look at that 89 All-Star Game patch that on that Angels. I mean, a lot of these hats aren't even sellable.
Yeah. And sometimes
this is the danger, man. Like 2 years ago, right? This stuff would have sold out because people would just buy anything. But now this stuff here right now, like this is going to be, these are clearance hats, a lot of them.
These look dated. You're right.
It's sometimes on the store too. I've worked with stores where I've given them 4 mock-ups. They tell me they buy 2. I didn't even know which 2. They didn't even show me the mid, and they ordered the hats. So there's so many ways this could have gone wrong. We just don't know. It's just speculation.
All right, let's move on to USA Cap King. I got to say they've been getting better.
Uh-huh.
They messed up that Braves, though.
You don't like it? Well, you typically hate that tomahawk, though.
No, I like that tomahawk.
No, he likes that logo. He doesn't like that weird cross tomahawk side patch.
Yeah, but there's just too much yellow in that logo. Like they needed
to break a double yellow outline.
Yeah,
is that what it is? Yeah, that's
it's like white on yellow and just kind of all blends together.
And that 05 World Series patch can go to fucking hell, man. It is the worst.
It's pretty bad.
It's a loser patch for them too, right?
Yeah, it's like.
But Jeezy's right. Both Dodgers hats are pretty good.
The New York Yankees in the lower right is good too.
Yeah, Mets hat's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The real losers are the Atlanta and Houston for sure.
The Atlanta's not a loser. It's just I don't like the way the logo's colored.
I'd argue that I really don't like that Los Angeles script either, though. I don't. I think it's got too much. It's too thick, the outlines.
You don't like it floppy. You don't like it thick. We don't know where you're at with these anymore.
But come on, man. You guys see what I'm saying, right? Like you could that double outline. Like just get rid of that last outline.
Yeah.
It's going to look cleaner.
I feel like their script suffers because the word is so long, so it's got to be so short.
Right, but the way you can kind of get rid of
Leon likes it short.
Leon likes it short and stocky.
I'm saying this one is short. That's why it looks weird.
It's too long. Leon doesn't like it when it's too long.
No, the width is fine. The width is fine.
He likes the girth. He does not like the length.
But going back to the Atlanta one, that one's pretty cool because it's like a hawk's hook.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm with you,
It does.
a lot of-
Listen, that does remind me of the hat club. Like, what do you call it? The what was that hat called?
Crossover?
The
Diamond
crossover.
crossovers. The original was the diamond crossovers. Then they started calling them the cool fashions.
You're gonna tell me you don't think that Los Angeles looked better without that other outline?
I don't know.
It's
It doesn't
too
bother
much.
me.
Yeah, it doesn't bother me. I don't mind that script as much.
I wish you guys would see it without it, and then you'd see what I'm talking about. You gotta like. I think if you took it off there, or you made it tonal, just for the purpose of looking at it, like
Maybe
When do they ever use that script though? They don't ever really use
it's
it
on their
right?
jerseys.
it's
Since
not a
Los
jersey they
Angeles?
wear like all the time.
Yeah.
Like that though?
Is
They
it?
don't say Dodgers on their shit.
Not when they're not in their away jerseys. No. Most
The
MLB teams.
homes usually say the name of the team, and then the away say the city.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Leon,
that'll
you've
be
watched
their away
baseball
jersey.
before, right?
yeah. So that's their away jersey.
Yeah.
Okay.
How many jerseys do you have, Leon? You have like 300. Like you don't know.
I don't have a lot of gray jerseys, but yeah, I do probably have 300 jerseys.
Okay. Let's bring this down. It's time to wrap this up. Snap needs to go get an IV.
Yeah. So,
Well, fellas, this was a good
another
show.
one in the book.
Well, guys, I couldn't even miss it. Even if I was in my deathbed, I wanted to be here with y'all. You know,
Well,
what I'm saying?
Snap, you're a very good friend of ours, so we're happy you're here.
Yeah. So I had fun looking at the hats. I probably couldn't participate as much because I can't. As soon as I get going, I start coughing and hacking up the lungs. So I had to just be chill, Snap. You know.
And I appreciate that. And I also appreciate that we didn't have to hear the phlegm for the whole
Right.
evening. You know, you have become a much more polite cougher.
Yeah.
But we're happy you showed up, Pat. Pat. We're happy you showed up, Snap. I appreciate that. And I want to thank everybody, all of our viewers, too. I want to thank you guys for joining us this evening. If you could hit that like button on the way out, that would be much appreciated. And with that, Leon, big fella, take us away.
Yeah, shout out to anyone who's made it this far. Make sure you guys are dropping a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. For Ariel, Jason, Leon, and Pierre, we're out of here.